Hello everyone, welcome to Yelgas Club SolidWorks training program. This is the second video of this program. In this video, I am going to concentrate on feature various commands in feature mode. So by using feature mode, you can convert your 2D sketching into 3D component. So let's get started. So when you see this interface, you can just select here new. From here you can select either part or assembly or drawing file. So for part designing I am selecting part. So first of all I am going to simply sketch one geometry here. So these are the two geometries. So now I am going to command mode, command bar, and I am just switching to features. So here you can see exclude boss and revolve boss. So first of all I am going to explain exclude boss. So just click on that. So as you can see it is showing preview. There are various commands in boss exclude. So this is blind one. So just I am pressing the left click and just dragging this arrow. So as you can see the preview is extending. So this is the first mode. The second option we get is up to vertex. So I will be explaining this later. And another option we get is mid plane. So if I select mid plane and say length 50 mm, so it will extrude on both sides equally. So 25 mm to the left and 25 mm to the right, as you can see. So I'm just clicking OK. So as you can see two components are ready. So now you get various planes to sketch. Like you can sketch on this plane, this face, this face, this face, this face, this face. So I'm just sketching on this face. So just right click on that face and here you can see the sketch icon. Just click on that, or else you can just click on this plane, go to sketch, and you can select from here. So I'm just sketching simple rectangle to explain other options in extrude command. So yeah, so again we are going to features, extrude boss base. So here another option we get is up to next. So as you can see it will extrude the geometry we have just created to the up to next, means the up to next surface or up to next vertex, whichever it finds. Software automatically finds the next surface. So you can see the next surface is this one. So our component is extruding up to that face. As you can see it is extruded up to this face. So another option we get is up to vertex. So I'm going to select just a vertex up to which I want to extrude this rectangle. So if I just click on this point, as you can see uh, this rectangle is extruded up to the selected point. So if I click on this point, as you can see it is extruded up to this point. If I select this point, you can see it is extruded up to that point. So another option we get is up to surface, means we have to select the surface up to which we want to extrude our geometry. So if I select this face, you can see the selected face will be in pink color. So our rectangle is extruded up to that surface. If I select this surface, you can see in preview our component is extruded up to this surface. If I select this surface, you can see our component is extruded up to this surface. If I select this plane, the preview is gone. Means you have to select surface which is parallel to our geometry. So this plane is perpendicular, so it can't extrude up to this surface. So if I click OK, this will show rebuilt error. Rebuilt error means you have just selected wrong surface or wrong. This is type of error. So if I select this surface, you can see in preview it is extruded up to this surface. So just I am selecting this one and OK. You can see our component is extruded up to this surface. So yeah. So one another point I want to concentrate. If you press spacebar, you can see a cube which will show our component in various views. Like if I select this one isometric, it will show us isometric. If I select front view, it will show our front 2D. If I select view from bottom, you can select see the it is in bottom view. If I select right view, you can see from right. So just by pressing space, you can change the mode of view you want. Most of the time we take front view while sketching and isometric while verifying our component is properly extruded or not. So this is extruded boss command. So just delete it. So when I select up to body option, you can if I select this body, you can see up to this body our component is extruded or our sketch is extruded. So this is from clicking on these arrows, you can reverse the direction. So when I reverse the direction, you can't see preview because there is no body in this direction. If I select blind, you can see the preview in this direction, also in this direction. So if I select offset from surface option and say I select this surface and I want offset from the surface, let's say 10 mm. So as you can see in this view, our component is extruded 10 mm 40 mm from this end and 10 mm away from this end. So if I click OK, you can see our component is 10 mm away from this surface. So this is another option we get in extrude command. So another command I want to explain is revolve boss base. So I'm just also by suppose you in sketch and you see isometric view, just press Ctrl 8. So can you get normal view to the sketch? So scroll button is for zoom in and zoom out. So another command I want to explain is revolve boss base. So for this I have sketched this simple geometry. So if I'm going now in features and selecting revolve boss base. So as you can see, it is automatically selected. Axis of revolution I'm going to select is this line. So you can see there is only one geometry, so it automatically it gets selected. So here I get option of degrees. So let's say want the component for 180 degrees. So you can see if I reverse the direction, the component is revolved 180 degree from another side. If say I want 270 degrees, so you can see the component is revolved about this axis for 270 degrees. So I'm going to select 360 degrees and OK. So you can see the component is revolved around the axis for 360 degrees. So next command I want to explain is extruded cut and revolved cut. So for that I am just creating one cube. Say 100 by 100. Now I am extruding it for 100 mm. Mid plane. Okay. So say I want extruded cut, means I want a hole on this surface. So by using extruded cut I can create that. So for that I need to sketch a profile for hole. So just right click on the surface on which you want to sketch and right click on this and select sketch. Control 8 moves you to the normal view for that plane or surface. So say here I want a circular hole. Circle diameter will be 30 mm. So now go to features, extruded cut. So in cut you also get various options like we have seen in extruded boss base. So first is blind. So by clicking on this arrow and dragging it back and fro, you can adjust the depth of cut. The next option is through all. Through all means it will cut through all faces or surfaces it comes in the way. Next option is up to next. Here it will automatically select just next surface or next vertex, whichever it is. Then next up to surface. Here I can select a vertex. So I want hole up to this vertex. So as you can see, the hole is up to that surface, that vertex, sorry. Next is up to surface. So say I want hole up to this surface. So as you can see, hole is up to that surface. The next option is offset from surface. That is, I want the hole offset from this surface, say offset of 50 mm. So as you can see in preview, hole is up to 50 mm from this surface. So next option is mid plane. Mid plane means hole will be on both sides. Hole have equal dimension in both sides, say 50 mm. So hole will be 25 mm on the right and 25 mm on the left. So for this I am just going blind and dragging this arrow. So for checking the depth of hole, you can click section view. Section views icon is here. So I want a view parallel to front plane or top plane. or right plane. So for this I want right plane. So by dragging this arrow you can adjust the position of plane. I want it here, so click OK. So as you can see, hole is up to that surface. For removing section view, you just click on the section view icon and you can see the whole body. So for let's say you just mistaken in the depth of cut or the width thickness for extruding boss base, so just right click on that command in design tree. First option is edit feature. By clicking on this you can adjust the thickness of your extrusion, and by right click, and second option is edit sketch. By editing sketch you can edit the profile of your extrusion. So say I want here one more geometry, say circle. So I'm just going to construct a circle and OK and exit sketch. As you can see, the circle is also extruded for 100 mm. For revolve cut, I have created a cylinder with thickness 75 mm and diameter 200 mm. So for revolve cut is basically same as extruded cut, but only it cuts by revolve command, as we seen in revolve boss base. So for that I want a plane perpendicular to my geometry, so I am selecting top plane, sketch, control 8 for normal view. So first of all I need to select a center line. So this is center line. So now I want a rectangular cut for revolve cut, so I am simply constructing a rectangle. Now I am going to features and revolve cut. So as you can see, I need to select here axis of revolution, so I am selecting this. So as you can see in preview, the rectangular hole is revolved around this axis. So by clicking OK, you can see the region is cut out. I am editing this feature, so I want it only for 180 degrees. So as you can see in preview, the hole is now only for 180 degrees. So yeah, it is created. So next command I want to explain is fillet. Fillet is basically smoothing sharp corners or edges. So simply click on fillet and then select a path for which or edge for which you want fillet. So I'm selecting this edge. Now select radius. I want radius 10 mm. Click OK. So as you can see, the edge is now smoothened out. Okay, so next command I want to explain is pattern. So for I want circular pattern of this hole, so I am just clicking on the arrow and selecting circular pattern. So I want circular pattern of this particular hole. Circular pattern about. So first of all I have to create an axis, so I am selecting top plane, control it for sketch mode, sketch, and just sketching a center line. So not a center line, selecting a normal line, exit sketch. So now I want circular pattern of this hole around this. Here features two circular pattern, you just click on that, you get second design tree here. So by clicking this arrow, the second design tree you can see. So I am just selecting the hole extruded 6. So I want it for 360 degrees. So this is placing between two circles. So I want, say, 6 circles and equally spaced. So as you can see, click OK. So 6 holes are created. The another command is linear pattern. For that I am going to construct a rectangle cube. So just go in sketch, delete this one. I'm going to create simple cube. So I want linear pattern on this surface. So go on sketch, sketch a profile for a cut. I want hole, so I am selecting extruded cut, blind. Okay. So as you can see, hole is generated. So now I want linear pattern of this hole. So direction, for direction I am clicking below bottom surface, distance between holes, say 50 mm. I want only 3 holes. So as you can see in preview, I am just clicking on OK. So as you can see, the linear pattern of hole is created. Now I want this pattern up to this end. So again I am going to select linear pattern. For direction I am going to select this surface and I want 4 holes at a distance of 30 mm, say 5 holes, and click OK. So as you can see, the linear pattern is created. So next command I want to explain is in pattern, that is mirror. So for mirroring I am going to just create a one hole on this surface, extruded cut, blind. Okay. So I want this hole, same hole on this side. So I'm just going to select mirror. See, the feature is automatically selected. I I need to define about which plane I want mirror. So I want about mirror about right plane. So as you can see, the hole is mirrored about right plane. So this is mirror command. So next command is shell. So for shell I'm exiting the sketch. So shell is basically create a box with a defined wall thickness. So say I want a box with this dimension. So creating a box with extrude command is very difficult and lengthy. So I'm just first of all I'm just creating a cube with required dimensions, and then I'm making it hollow. I'm going to make it hollow. So I'm selecting shell command. So I want shell for this surface and say thickness 2 mm, and by clicking OK you can see it is now hollow and our box is created. Or so shell commands helps us to create a box or hollow cube. So next command I want to explain is rib. So for rib I want different type of geometry, so I'm just going to construct that one. So I'm excluding about mid plane. One more thing I want to tell you, that whenever it is possible, extrude extrude as mid plane, so it will be helpful for mirroring and revolving or giving pattern. So I want a supporting structure, as we know rib here. So I have to just sketch a basic profile for that. So I'm going to sketch. I'm just sketching a line from this point to this point. So now I'm going to construct rib from this point to this point. If you want rib from another point, you can just uh, drag this line, or construct this line according to your need. So say I want rib from this point to this point. So now exit sketch. Now go to rib option. As you can see, it automatically selects the line, and here I want symmetric to both sides, and thickness will be 20 mm, and clicking OK. So as you can see, rib is created. So some construction lines you have constructed during your part design. So after completing part, you don't want that lines, so you can just simply hide them. So right click on that and click on hide. So as you can see, the line is now hide, but it is visible to you in design tree. So the part the components in design tree which are blue are visible, and which are black are invisible or hide. So you can just click on black and say, now you can see this is now blue, so this is visible to us. If I just right click on that and hide, you can see it is now black, so it is invisible. So that's it. So next command I want to explain is reference geometries. So with the help of reference geometries, you can uh, take reference plane, reference axis, coordinate system, point, etc., center of mass. So for that, so suppose I want to create a component on the plane parallel to this surface. So I'm just clicking on reference here plane, and just clicking on this surface, and say I want a plane uh, 30 mm away from this surface. So here I am going to give distance. So basically automatically it will select parallel relation. Say I want plane perpendicular to this surface, so I am just clicking on perpendicular. So as you can see, it needs another reference. So you can see the plane is now perpendicular. So I want reference plane about for parallel to this surface and on 30 mm. So as you can see, it is created. So I'm just clicking on plane and sketch. So as you can see, I can sketch in this plane now. Extrude. So this is use of reference planes. So you can get or add a reference plane. There are mainly three methods to add a reference plane, that is line relation, line point relation, and directly surface. So say I want a reference plane through passing through this edge and this edge. So I am just going to click on this edge and this edge. So as you can see, now plane passing through this through edge, this two edge is created. So now say I want a reference plane passing through 3 points, this point, this point, and this point. So I am just selecting this point, this point, and this point. So as you can see, the plane passing through these three points is previewed on screen. So for defining reference plane with respect to surface, you need only one surface. For defining reference plane based on lines, you need minimum two lines, and for defining reference plane based on points, you need minimum 3 points. So this is it for this lecture. In next lecture I am going to explain swept boss, lofted boss, swept cut, lofted cut, and other commands, remaining other commands. Thank you.